A tsunami is one of the most powerful and destructive natural disasters on Earth. These massive waves are usually triggered by underwater earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, or landslides. A normal tsunami can reach speeds of over 500 miles per hour in the open ocean. As the wave approaches shallow waters, it slows down but grows exponentially in height. Most tsunamis reach heights of 30 to 100 feet when they strike coastal areas. But there is another, even more terrifying version of this disaster known as a mega tsunami. A mega tsunami is a rare but catastrophic event capable of producing waves over 1,500 feet tall. Unlike normal tsunamis, which form from gradual shifts in the ocean floor, mega tsunamis are created by massive impacts. These waves are often caused by asteroid strikes, massive landslides, or the sudden collapse of a volcanic island. The energy released in a mega tsunami is far greater than that of a typical tsunami. A normal tsunami spreads its energy across the entire depth of the ocean, keeping it relatively balanced. A mega tsunami, however, concentrates its force into an extremely localized and towering wall of water. The largest recorded tsunami in history struck Lituya Bay, Alaska in 1958. A massive landslide triggered by an earthquake sent 90 million tons of rock crashing into the water. The resulting wave reached an unbelievable height of 1,720 feet, snapping trees and reshaping the entire bay. If such a wave had hit a populated coastline, it would have wiped entire cities off the map. Scientists believe that prehistoric mega tsunamis have reached even greater heights in Earth's history. Some evidence suggests that asteroid impacts may have generated waves over 3,000 feet high. A wave of that size would push water hundreds of miles inland, drowning everything in its path. One of the scariest possibilities is the potential collapse of the volcanic island of La Palma in the Canary Islands. Geologists warn that if a massive landslide occurs on La Palma, it could generate a mega tsunami. This wave could travel across the Atlantic Ocean and strike the US East Coast with waves over 100 feet high. Major cities like New York, Miami, and Boston could be devastated within hours of the collapse. Unlike earthquakes, which offer at least some warning, mega tsunamis can strike with little to no time for evacuation. The speed and power of a mega tsunami make it nearly impossible to escape once it has formed. Tsunamis have already caused some of the deadliest disasters in recorded history. The 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami, triggered by a 9.1 magnitude earthquake, killed over 230,000 people. The 2011 Japan tsunami, caused by a 9.0 magnitude quake, led to nearly 20,000 deaths and triggered the Fukushima nuclear disaster. Both of these events involved waves under 150 feet tall, far smaller than what a mega tsunami could unleash. If a mega tsunami were to strike today, it could cause destruction on a scale never before seen. Unlike traditional tsunamis, mega tsunamis do not gradually lose energy over distance. Instead, they maintain their immense height until they make landfall, causing unimaginable devastation. Scientists have discovered evidence of past mega tsunamis in places like Hawaii and South America. Massive boulders, some weighing thousands of tons, have been found far inland, deposited by ancient waves. One such event may have occurred in Hawaii when a giant landslide sent a wave nearly 2,000 feet high across the ocean. A modern mega tsunami would be a global disaster, affecting not just one region but entire continents. Coastal cities worldwide would have little defense against a wall of water that high. Even the strongest seawalls and flood barriers would be useless against a tsunami of that magnitude. One of the only ways to survive a mega tsunami is to reach high ground as quickly as possible. Unlike normal tsunamis, which allow for evacuation to safer areas, a mega tsunami leaves almost no time to escape. Some experts believe that the best way to survive is to move at least 20 miles inland. Even then, the sheer force of the wave and the resulting floodwaters could extend even farther. A mega tsunami could permanently alter coastlines, submerging land that had been inhabited for centuries. the long-term effects would be just as catastrophic as the initial impact. Floodwaters from a mega tsunami could contaminate freshwater supplies, spread disease, and displace millions. Entire economies could collapse if major coastal cities were wiped out in an instant. Unlike hurricanes or earthquakes, which happen frequently enough for scientists to study, mega tsunamis are extremely rare. Because of this, experts have little real-world data on how to prepare for one. Most disaster preparedness plans focus on standard tsunamis, which are destructive but far less deadly than a mega tsunami. Governments around the world have debated whether an early warning system for mega tsunamis is even possible. The biggest concern is that by the time a warning is issued, it may already be too late. If an asteroid impact or underwater landslide triggered a mega tsunami, people would have only minutes to react. The only real defense against a mega tsunami is strict monitoring of high-risk areas like volcanic islands and unstable coastlines. Some scientists believe that by studying past mega tsunamis, we can learn more about what to expect in the future. The possibility of a mega tsunami remains one of the greatest threats to modern civilization. Unlike hurricanes, which can be tracked days in advance, a mega tsunami would strike without warning. Many experts agree that if a mega tsunami occurred today, the loss of life would be in the millions. Most of the world's largest cities are located along coastlines, making them especially vulnerable. If a mega tsunami were to hit a major metropolitan area, it could take decades to fully recover. The force of the impact would not just destroy buildings, but permanently reshape entire landscapes. Scientists continue to study underwater fault lines and volcanic activity to identify potential threats. Tsunamis have occurred throughout history, but none in recorded time have reached the size of the prehistoric megawaves. If a tsunami from an asteroid impact struck today, it could be one of the most catastrophic events in human history. Some researchers believe that certain asteroid impact craters on Earth were responsible for past mega tsunamis. A deep-sea impact in the Atlantic or Pacific could send waves surging across entire oceans within hours. Many scientists agree that while normal tsunamis are well documented, mega tsunamis remain one of the least understood threats. The largest modern tsunami waves have been devastating, but they pale in comparison to what a mega tsunami could unleash. Preparedness efforts are focused on education, evacuation plans, and improving early warning systems. A mega tsunami may seem like a disaster from science fiction, but history shows that such waves have struck before. The only question is not if, but when the next mega tsunami will happen. If a large enough asteroid were to impact an ocean, it could generate a wave over 3,000 feet high. The energy of such a wave would be equal to billions of tons of TNT exploding all at once. Mega tsunamis from asteroid impacts could leave entire countries underwater in a matter of hours. The only real protection against a mega tsunami is global cooperation in detecting and preventing potential triggers. For now, the world watches, knowing that somewhere, deep beneath the ocean, the conditions for the next mega tsunami may already be forming.